the trend that we are seeing in categories like food, groceries, electronics, it may not have the same growth trajectory when it comes to medicines or healthcare. I think in some of the countries I have experienced these categories becoming very, very big. One of the brands I used to work with earlier, who was present in Saudi Arabia, pharmacy was a very, very big category for them already. Since it's a profitable category, adds a lot to the bottom line as well. But it will just have a very different growth trajectory based on the country you're in.
Hello everyone. Welcome in the another episode of 21-minute Pharma Edge powered by Game of Pharma. And today we have with us a very special guest, Sharad Harjai sir. Sir worked with companies like Delivery
Everyone.
Hero, Blinkit, PharmEasy, and also my ex-boss. So welcome on the show, Sharad.
Thanks a lot, Lokesh. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So, as you are the growth marketing expert and that quick commerce expert as well, like I just want to know ये quick commerce boom के बारे में जो इंडिया में every single individual right now talking about this that hey guys, I just bought a mixture and also अभी Blinkit ने right PlayStation भी launch कर दिया है. So I think these things right now like we are just observing on the daily basis, right? So
Yeah.
why is quick commerce growing so fast? And या फिर ये
Yeah.
सिर्फ इंडियन फिनोमिना है, राइट? कि हम अडेप्ट भी बहुत जल्दी करते हैं और इग्नोर भी बहुत जल्दी करते हैं.
Yeah, the craze is definitely India only. And in my last job at Delivery Hero, I could see quick commerce in a lot of other geographies. They spread across 70 or so. Very broad exposure in terms of quick commerce in different countries. But fundamentally, quick commerce or any retail works on just three factors, right? Convenience, pricing, and assortment. Any supermarket, any retail brand, online, offline, you look at, they are always trying to build a mix of these three. They will be known for one the most. Second and third, they keep trying to build with everything else, right? For example, Walmart is known for pricing, Amazon is known for pricing, convenience, home delivery, but not as convenient as quick commerce. And pricing is not a forte for quick commerce, right? So in India, the biggest or the big opportunity for quick commerce became because apart from these three things, the modern trade layer in a country is not available still. The entire retail segment, especially FMCG, is unorganized, which is the kirana stores and the small mom and pop stores. So for any customer, apart from bigger cities, you don't have access to one store जहाँ पे बड़ा assortment मिलता हो, and the penetration of DMart, Reliance, Smart, etc. It's still very, very less. They're big, but still very less. So quick commerce is allowing hyper convenience and along with it very large assortment जो generally आपको immediately आपके आसपास नहीं मिलता है, and hence it is growing very, very well. In other countries, especially the countries which have very similar dynamics as India, high population density, number of people who can pay for convenience is very high. For example, Egypt, Argentina, Pakistan, Bangladesh, where and all of these countries also don't have modern trade. Wherever this recipe exists, quick commerce is booming and growing very, very fast. The only difference is in India, I think the fastest delivery is happening in India. Most of the other locations, in most of the other locations, it's the food delivery companies doing it, delivering other products as well. And hence they are optimizing for 30 minutes, 25 minutes, not for 10 minutes. I think India is very unique because of this 10-minute focus. And that's why I think the buzz is all about that.
Got it. So my podcast is also comes in the quick commerce. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our office episode name is 21-minute Pharma. So we deliver
You are
insights
not
and
Indian,
just
basically. Then you are doing what others are doing in other countries. For Indian, you will have to create shorts out of this.
yeah, right. So, right, as you mentioned, that it's the matter of convenience, it's the matter of uh, uh, like pricing as well in India, right? And then I think the top three giants in this industry right now, like the Zepto, Blinkit, and Instamart, right? Yeah, somewhere or other, everyone is trying that they can acquire the new customers, right? And still, I think this industry is uh, like a baby for the whole industry. The reason being is the big sharks, right? When everyone goes on to the Shark Tank and when they tell number कि रिटेल से इतना हो रहा है, क्विक कॉमर्स से इतना हो रहा है, एंड देन
हाँ,
शार्क्स शॉक की क्या मतलब
कैसे हो रहा
क्या कैसे हो रहा है, लाइक 5 CR तुम आइसक्रीम में निकाल रहे हो, राइट? सो एज
है?
सिंपल एज सिंपल एज दैट, एंड देन दे
आई थिंक द
गेट
बिगेस्ट वैलिडेशन इज कि हर कॉन्वर्सेशन में क्विक कॉमर्स का कॉन्वर्सेशन हैपेंस एज अ डिफरेंट चैनल, राइट?
राइट
पहले हम कहते थे कि ऑनलाइन हो रहा है, ऑफलाइन इतना हो रहा है, बट
राइट
ऑनलाइन में भी अब एक क्विक कॉमर्स का डिस्कशन हमेशा अलग होता है कि उसका नंबर कितना है वो अलग बताया जाता है, राइट? सो दैट्स
एग्री, दैट्स अ
या
ह्यूज बिहेवियर डिफरेंस, राइट, जो आया है
या
लाइक
इट्स अ बिग डिफरेंस.
कॉन्वर्सेशन में. बट द पॉडकास्ट मेन थीम इज फार्मा, राइट? हेल्थ
यस.
केयर.
या.
Conversations are there, use cases are there, still some roadblocks are there, right?
Hmm.
And do you feel that pharma and medicines is not in the top list? Because I consider this point. What's your views on this?
It is not right now. I also wrote on LinkedIn a few days ago कि in all the buzz of quick commerce, medicines still seem to be the laggard category. They haven't find the penetration as other categories, and I think there are multiple reasons for, for that. For quick commerce players, I think there are so many opportunities available which are very similar in terms of consumption patterns as groceries. कि उन सब कैटेगरीज में कोई बाहर का इन्फ्लुएंसर या डिसीजन मेकर नहीं है, राइट? लाइक यू सेड, पुणे गया, मुझे पावर बैंक चाहिए था, मैंने ले लिया, किसी से पूछना नहीं था, डिस्कस नहीं करना था. But when it comes to medicines, there is a external decision maker, which is the doctor. And the way pharma industry is regulated, in order to deliver medicines, there are a lot of regulations that quick commerce players have to manage. So before they get to medicines, I think there are a lot of opportunities available for them, and hence I think वो चलता रहेगा जब तक till they exhaust a lot of these things, and then maybe medicines will. In my view, that's the reason why medicines is not in the top priority list. But it is a high margin category. It has a high repeat use case. It is high sticky in consumer behavior, and hence it is an important one. You can't ignore it, and that's why I think we have seen काफी सारे नए startups आ गए हैं. 30 minutes for medicine, 50 minutes for medicine. I think the bigger players like PharmEasy and 1mg are also trying to deliver medicines faster. But what shape and form it will take in the future, it is yet to be seen. In my view, the typical e-commerce or quick commerce journey for medicines will become faster for OTC health and wellness category. बट फॉर हार्ड कोर टिपिकल मेडिसिन जहाँ पे डॉक्टर का इन्वॉल्वमेंट बहुत ज़्यादा है, एंड द मेडिसिन यू टेक, द ब्रांड यू टेक इज सो हाइपर लोकल कि डॉक्टर के आसपास मिलता है, इट इज़ नॉट द सेम सप्लाई चेन फॉर एवरी वन, and hence I think it is going to be the category which will catch up maybe a little later than other ones.
I agree to your point, and the OTC thing, right? That's already booming with existing
Yeah.
quick commerce model, right? So
Yeah.
same like some of the products which is in the normal wellness and the sexual wellness, right? They are on the boom, right? And I
Yeah.
think the big brands already came into the picture. Pharma companies has the new rules like the e-commerce
Yeah.
and all other things.
Mm.
Big Indian pharma companies has diversified their portfolio, and now they have
Mm.
individual organization that is only catered to the OTC medicines or the new
Hmm.
things, right? It as
Hmm.
simple as to face wash to the Shilajit, right? So
Hmm. Hmm.
पूरा पूरा जो OTC का market है, they want to capture that, and every single pharma
Hmm.
company can are trying to invest in this, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so what do you think that how can pharma adapt the same instant delivery models? Because बहुत सारे
Hmm.
roadblocks हैं, from the regulation to compliance to prescription, right? Having the
Hmm.
registered pharmacist at your dark stores, right? So बहुत सारे
Hmm. Hmm.
roadblocks हैं, and what challenges do you like foresee in this transition?
यार आई थिंक इट्स ऑब्वियस कि किसी भी नए प्लेयर को एंटर करने के लिए देर आर लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स दैट दे हैव टू सेट अप, राइट? रेगुलेशंस हैं, द प्रोसेसेस, फार्मासिस्ट चाहिए, प्रिस्क्रिप्शन का होना बहुत जरूरी है, एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. सो it is the adoption is slower because it just requires a lot of groundwork to happen before anyone can start. But I think the way the bigger brands, Apollo, PharmEasy, 1mg, they have been continuing building the entire ecosystem जहाँ पे डॉक्टर, टेस्टिंग, medicines, patient support, content, everything is available. They will continue to make the ecosystem stronger, and I think that ecosystem will evolve faster and faster. I think the last couple of years they have all invested heavily in offline outlets, which will also make it easier for them to deliver faster, and hence we have seen काफी सारे पिन कोड्स में, cities में faster delivery is now available. So I think this trend should continue for sure. But I think what I'm particularly excited about, or maybe one business model that can scale much faster, is something on people building on ONDC, right? Because uh, partnering with local pharmacist or chemist, they have figured they have everything already, right? उनके regulation भी है, उनके prescription भी है, they can do the medicines, and I think in most of the cases they can also build capacity to deliver medicines in the nearby locations. It's most likely a win-win for the pharmacies and brands like PhonePe, which are the demand aggregator, right? एंड इट इज़ नॉट लाइक एफएमसीजी जहाँ पे मुझे तो यार एक ही स्पेसिफिक दाल चाहिए होती है जो मेरा साथ वाला किराना नहीं रखता है, इसलिए मुझे दूर जाना पड़ता है. इन मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस योर लोकल केमिस्ट, आपके आसपास वाला, विल जनरली कीप एवरीथिंग जो आपके आसपास लोकेलिटी में डॉक्टर्स प्रिस्क्राइब करते हैं, एंड most of those medicines are generally available. So I'm specifically or particularly excited about the approach that PhonePe is taking, or the ONDC, building on ONDC. One concern remains, which is trust on medicines, kitna quality अच्छा है, expired है, नहीं है, and bunch of other things. But I think as we move towards more organized supply chain, this will get better by default. But I think this might help the entire category move faster towards quick commerce. But we'll find out. I think it's still very early for the category.
Agree to your point. And then same, like as you mentioned, that I am damn believer of कि healthcare is the game of the partnership and the integration.
It's
Every
a ecosystem play, right? वो
yeah,
it's not a आज मेरा मन किया तो मैं मुझे ये दवाई खानी है, ऐसा नहीं होता, right? You don't, it's not a consumption category. You have to take it, and there is a decision maker in the loop. So जिस तरह से डॉक्टर प्रिस्क्राइब करता है, and the consumption happens because that. So either an ecosystem play, which PharmEasy, 1mg, Apollo are building, or ONDC could be a big bet. I think either of these, both of these might actually survive and become big.
right. I think their global retail, I think Indian retail presence also will help them, right? As
Yeah,
these players are expanding their retail presence. So I think in India
yeah.
also, India's like recently see a shift, right? Where like not only single or one or two brands are there in retail pharma space, right? I think I can just
Hmm.
count 10 retail pharma names there, right? कि
Yeah,
वो
yeah.
लोग आ रहे हैं, वो लोग, आई थिंक देयर इज नॉट ओनली रिटेल थॉट उनके दिमाग में, एवरीवन इज ट्राइंग कि जितने ज्यादा मार्केट में वो एंटर कर पाए, बिकॉज रिटेल
Hmm.
मेक्स इजी दो टाइप से, व्हाट लाइक एक तो सप्लाई चेन इशू की उनका सॉल्व करता है, एंड देन सेकंड थिंग इज
Hmm.
मार्केटिंग, दैट यू हैव प्रेजेंस, आपकी गली के
Yeah,
बाहर वो प्रेजेंस है, राइट? सो वो बहुत इजी बनाता है वो ट्रस्ट बिल्डअप, जो लाइक
yeah,
वी
yeah,
आर
yeah,
डिस्कसिंग, राइट? सो वो बहुत इजी
yeah.
बना देता है वहां पे. सो आई थिंक आई जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट ट्रेंड्स इन द ग्लोबल ई कॉम क्विक कॉमर्स, राइट? एज यू
Hmm.
लाइक नो दिस थिंग वेरी वेल, कि
Hmm.
ग्लोबल क्विक कॉमर्स कैसे, कौन से ट्रेंड्स हैं जो आपको लग रहा है कि इट विल एंटर इनटू द फार्मा एंड हेल्थ केयर स्पेस आल्सो इन नेक्स्ट 4 or 5 years?
Yeah, globally, the trends will look very different by each country because it's a regulated category. Every country, every geography has different rules and regulations. So the trend that we are seeing in categories like food, groceries, electronics, it may not have the same growth trajectory when it comes to medicines or healthcare. I think in some of the countries I have experienced these categories becoming very, very big. One of the brands I used to work with earlier, who was present in Saudi Arabia, pharmacy was a very, very big category for them already. Since it's a profitable category, adds a lot to the bottom line as well. But it will just have a very different growth trajectory based on the country you're in. Second, I think, but because as convenience grows, जिस तरह से we have seen more and more brands come in the regular FMCG categories and trying to solve for specific use cases और हम सब खरीद रहे हैं. I think in the health and wellness space also we'll see a lot of new brands coming up. Like you mentioned, Shilajit existed since very long time, but branded more trustable brands. I now see a bunch of other brands as well. The Good Gut, Bug, something, bunch of these brands which will come and grow on the back of new supply chain. I think it's inevitable. It will continue to happen for sure. Um, the third thing which I feel might also happen, and I've seen a few brands coming up, is influencers led brands and categories, right? Um, we've seen some celebrities already launch their chocolates and some of the brands, but we have not seen big success stories. But I think as health and wellness category expands and grows, I feel there should be a big opportunity for the celebrities to come and launch, or even content creators, big influencers to come and launch their own brands. But it's something that needs to be done well. There are limited success stories across the globe, so uh, yet to be seen how it will be done. Because in health and wellness, customers have two things, right? One, they aspire to be healthy, and second, they also need trust to consume something. And influencers and celebrities can solve for both. And with the more expansion, more convenience, more availability, this might be a third trend that I feel could take a front seat in the next few years. But we'll keep an eye and we'll figure out.
Right. And like docfluencers are just another category, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Now they
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah.
I think they are promoting right now the other quick commerce company or some other brands. I think they will launch their own and have their own category. I think like Dr.
Yeah.
Siddhartha did, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
uh,
Yeah,
in
yeah, it's a perfect example, right?
yeah,
What he's doing is a perfect example of influencer-led solution solves and could be in a healthcare space.
right.
And I think in the last couple of years, since I have spent some time in this space, बहुत सारे doctors have become influencers in the same category and might also take the opportunity to launch their own brands and scale, right? So I think it will happen for sure.
Agree. And then I think it's in the healthcare, it's matter of the convenience also, as you mentioned,
Yeah.
that new route also coming into a picture. So uh, like sunscreen wipes or the vitamin C by the spray, right?
Yeah,
That
yeah, yeah, yeah.
lifestyle brand, if you will launch, right, it will like on quick commerce. I am damn sure that it will scale if you find
There
out the
are now
new route
there
administration.
are now supplements for your pets, right?
Right,
And it's a growing category. I was reading about some brand in Canada today. The quality as good as supplements that you take for yourself. Things will happen. Just because the category expands, there will be new opportunities for a lot of people
right.
to enter, and hence I think this will see an expansion for sure.
Right. So thank you so much, Sharad, for being on this
No, thanks for
podcast.
having me,
Okay.
man.
Yeah. Again,
Thank you for having me.
yeah. Thank you for continuing my being my mentor throughout this career.
Anytime, man. It's always
Yeah,
good to have be in touch, and it's amazing what you have been doing as well. Keep exploring, and we'll stay in touch for sure.
sure. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.